Hey everyone, D-Man Swish here, and today my video is going to be about all my consoles. Like last video, how I showed you all my games, this video I'm going to show you all my consoles that I own. So without further ado, let's get started with the consoles. Okay, so first off, I wanted to show you guys all the consoles that I have currently hooked up in my room. And then I'll show you the consoles that I have extras of that I just keep stored in my closet. So this is my gaming tower. This is the TV stand. Like I said in my game room tour, if you hadn't seen that, go check that out. And here we go. This is my original Nintendo down here I have hooked up. Then right next to it I have my Super Nintendo. Then above that, on the second shelf, I have my Nintendo 64. And then my GameCube. And then we go over to this stand here. It has 3 shelves on it. On the second shelf in the middle, I have my PlayStation 1. And then right next to that, I have my PlayStation 2. And this PlayStation 2 I've had for about 11 years now. So this was my childhood PS2. And next I will show you my extra Nintendos and Super Nintendos that I have. Just real quick, I forgot to mention, before I get to the other Nintendos and Super Nintendos I own, I have my PS3 hooked up over here on my desk with my flat screen TV. So I have my PS3 hooked up over here. And I will show you my Nintendo Wii here in a second. That is out in our living room. Okay, and out here in our living room here, this is like our family room. We have the white Nintendo Wii. This is the family's Nintendo Wii. So this is right outside my bedroom. And my bedroom is right down there. So next I will show you my Nintendos and Super Nintendos. Okay, so here are all my Nintendo and Super Nintendo consoles. First we'll start off here with the Nintendos. This one on top here is painted black for some reason. But when I buy Nintendos, sometimes I buy them when they come with 2 consoles. And this is what happened here. I bought a Nintendo and it came with this extra one. They all work. But this one was painted black for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of ugly, but whatever, it still works. It's still Nintendo, so I still have it. And I have a total of 4 of them here. And then I'll show you the boxed one here in a second. And then I have 3 Super Nintendos that are loose. I have one here that I just got recently at a flea market. It's a little yellow on the bottom half, but still works really good. I paid 20 bucks for it. Came with both cords, or 1 cord and a controller. I found the RF switch. And then this one I got off Craigslist a couple years, or about a year and a half ago actually. And this was, I believe, 30 bucks for this one. But this one is really super clean. There's not an inch of yellow on it anywhere. So that's why I picked that one up. And then a couple months ago, I picked up the Model 2 here. This is the top loader, the Slim, or whatever you want to call it, Model 2, and this was 32 bucks at a flea market. So those are all the consoles that are loose. And then I have 1 boxed NES. Here are the power adapters and the RF switches and cords. I keep those in bags to make sure I have them all. And then for the boxed NES here, I'll open it up real quick to show you guys. It's only missing a couple manuals. So, nothing too bad. So I almost have a complete system. Sorry about that. Don't want to ruin the box or anything, so I kind of gotta... Here we go. And here is the boxed NES action set. It came with pretty much everything except for a couple manuals. Right now I have a orange Zapper manual in here. I need to get a gray one to match the actual console. And it has both controllers right under here, and the power adapter and RF switch. And then the console is in really good condition. It's really nice and clean. So that is all of my Nintendos and Super Nintendos. And I'll show you guys next my GameCubes and Nintendo 64s. Apart from the Nintendos and Super Nintendos, this is the tub I keep them in. And I just have a few random controllers and a couple of NES cleaning kit boxes and stuff, and some random manuals and stuff like that in here. So nothing too exciting, but that's usually where I keep all the extra Nintendos and Super Nintendos. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys my Nintendo 64s and GameCubes, but first I'm going to show you guys my GameCubes because I don't have that many. I only have 3, but 2 of them are unhooked. So right now I'm just going to show you guys the consoles here. I got a black one and the silver one, and I got 6 controllers, 5 are the silver one and 1 black one. And then that bag over there holds all the cords and such. And then now I got a bunch of Nintendo 64s, and not everyone can say they have all these, but I'm sure a lot of people out there do, but not very many. And here we go. I have all 6 Funtastic Series colored consoles. I have 2 boxed consoles and 2 regular ones up top there. So let's go a quick overview here. There's the Fire Orange with 1 matching controller. These all have tight joysticks, by the way, so they're really great condition. Here's the Smoke console. This is the only console I have that doesn't have the matching controller. And I got my Jungle Green console here. It has 3 matching controllers. And over here I have my Grape console here. It's missing the expansion bay cover, which is pretty hard to find, so I'm going to have to figure out something soon. But I'm sure I'll either find another console or I'll find the expansion bay cover. We'll see. But this one has 2 matching controllers. Then I got the Ice Blue console here with 1 matching controller. And then I have the Watermelon console here with 2 matching controllers. And then I have a regular box Nintendo 64 and the Donkey Kong 64 set. And then 2 regular ones up top. And then this bag on the side here holds all the cords for every console. And so here in a second I will show you guys the 2 box consoles. Okay, so here's the regular Nintendo 64 bundle. And I received this as a gift. I don't know if you saw my game room tour, but this was mentioned in the game room tour video. I received this as a gift from one of my grandfather's good friends. He had a daughter that had an original Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, and a 64. And he had no use for the stuff anymore because all it did was sit in his basement. So, and the Nintendo 64 came with the original box and everything, so I was really happy to get that. This is probably one of the first pieces I got when I started collecting. And comes with all the manuals. There's the console there. The expansion pack is separate. There's the power and AV cables. And 1 official controller. Joystick is really, really good. And that is pretty much it for the regular one. I have to say the Nintendo 64 is probably one of my most favorite consoles of all time. Just because of how many times they released the color of it and everything else. It's a really fun console. A lot of great games for it too. And here's the Donkey Kong 64 set. This was purchased off of Craigslist for $95. An older woman had it when her grandkids would come and play it, but they hardly ever played it because the controller still has the original baggie. And everything looks like it's been used maybe once or twice, and that is it. The box is still like brand new, and all the manuals are here. The manuals for the game, the manuals for the console. There's the console there. And the expansion pack is separate as well. It has both cords and everything, so this is like a brand new system. So next I will show you guys my PS1 and PS2 consoles. Okay, and here's my PS1 and PS2 consoles. I have 3 PS1 minis, and then I have 1 PS2 Slim. It's the satin silver one. This is just a loose one. And I am missing 1 power cord for the PS1 Slims, but other than that, they all work. And I have 4 boxed consoles here. I have a PS2 Fat, a PS1 Fat, and then 2 PS2 PS2 Slims. One charcoal black and the other is the satin silver. And I'll show you those four here in a second. Alright, along with the PS1s and PS2s and stuff, I keep my PS1s and my PS2 in here with all the N64s. And I have a bunch of extra controllers and stuff like that in here. So this tub has all my PS1s and N64s and a PS2. Now I'll show you the box PS2s and PS1. Okay, so here is inside the satin silver PS2 Slim. It's missing the cardboard insert, but everything else is really good condition. All the manuals have been unopened, and same thing as the controller, it's brand new. And it has all the cords. And here's the charcoal black Slim PS2. A lot of the stuff is still in the original bags and everything else. A couple things have been opened, but a lot of the stuff is still brand new. And it actually has the original receipt here. I bought this at a garage sale, so to have one come with the original receipt, that's pretty cool. It's from 2008, I believe. Then here is the fat PS2 box. And I picked this up off of Craigslist for $5. I mentioned that in my game room tour, but if you haven't seen that, then I'm mentioning it now as well. And it has the manuals and everything, and I put a brand new controller in here. It's pretty much a brand new controller. I put that in here because I had a really worn out controller with it, but I switched out controllers. And then here is the PS1 box. Has the styrofoam and everything. It's missing its manuals, but I'm pretty sure I can probably find some manuals for that. And then just at a random, I have my FC Twin here boxed. This is just this was one of my first consoles I purchased before I started collecting a lot of stuff. I mean, I had a few games and I just wanted to play them. Now I collect them a lot, so this was one of my first consoles. I don't really play it anymore, I just have it boxed. So that is all my PS2s and PS1s boxed and everything. Next I will show you all my handhelds. And here is all my handhelds. I have 2 boxed Game Boys here, original, they're both gray. 2 Game Boy Pockets, 2 Game Boy Colors, and a Game Boy Advance SP. This is the one I use the most, so I have this in a case, and I have a few games and stuff that I keep with it. All these have their battery covers on them. And then this teal Game Boy Color here, I had one just like this when I was growing up, and I ended up losing it or something because I could never find it again. But not too long ago I purchased one again just to, you know, relive memories of childhood. So I have a teal Game Boy Color again. And then this red Game Boy Pocket here I purchased not too long ago from a flea market. 12 bucks. I think that was alright, I guess. I could have done probably less, but that was alright. And this black one I got really cheap. It was probably like $1 or something. I got it in a huge Craigslist bundle. And then up here there's 2 Game Boy Advance SP boxes. These are just the boxes. My brother has a Game Boy Advance SP as well. This is his Game Boy Advance SP box, and this is mine. And really quick, I can show you guys inside the Game Boy boxes. Here's the first Game Boy. This is the Tetris bundle. I keep batteries in there. Just when I ever want to pull it out and play it, I already have batteries ready to go. And this one has its battery cover, and it comes with a couple of, it comes with all the manuals, I believe. It has the Mario advertisement and all of its manuals and everything like that. So this one is complete. And then this is just the basic set. This is pretty cool. It has a Best Buy sticker on it, so this one was purchased from Best Buy. That's pretty cool. Most of the time you think back in the 80s, I guess, kind of maybe people would probably purchase them from like Walmart or something, but or Toys R Us. But I haven't seen a sticker like that before on a Game Boy or anything, so that's pretty cool. And here is the second Game Boy. This one has the battery pack as well. Or the battery pack cover, excuse me. And I keep a couple of batteries in there as well, and then I believe it has, yeah, here's the manual for it. And there's a poster in there, I believe, as well. So this one's complete as well. So, and that is all of my handhelds. And there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. I forgot to show you guys this during the game room tour. But I actually have a couple of these Nintendo light-up signs. These are pretty cool. I'll show you guys here in a second what one looks like hooked up, but it is a really cool sign. There's two of them, and these came from Hong Kong. I got these in a Craigslist deal, so that was pretty cool. So I'll show you guys here in a second what those look like lit up. And here is the sign lit up. It has no switch on it or anything like that. It's just, as soon as you plug it in, it lights up red, just like the Nintendo logo. So it's a really cool piece. I haven't found out where I'm going to hang one up in my room yet. I don't know if I will be able to or not, but for now it's just cool to have these. And next I'll show you the rest of the consoles that I own, like Nintendo Wii and stuff. Okay, and here is my last boxed console. It's a black Nintendo Wii. I purchased this from my friend for $55. He didn't play it anymore. He said he just had it kept in his closet. So I'm not really going to open it because it's a pain to take everything apart and everything. But you guys know what a black Nintendo Wii looks like. But here's the front cover here. It comes with the console, one controller with Wii Motion Plus, the matching nunchuck, and 2 games, Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. But this console is only missing Wii Sports Resort, which I can find. So that is the last of my boxed consoles. And I'll go to the closet real quick and I'll show you guys the rest of my boxes real quick here. These are empty boxes mainly. Nintendo 64 boxes, 2 of them are empty. Just the boxes, nothing else inside or anything. My PS3 box has my manuals and stuff in it. And my Nintendo Wii box up there has all the manuals and stuff in it. And then Donkey Kong over here. It's the box and the bongos only. There's no manuals or game or anything, but that's about it. And then NES Satellite back there. And Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo. So that is pretty much everything boxed. And there's one last thing to show you guys. And it is the special box, which is down here in this metal Intech chest. So get prepared to see what's inside that. Alright, last but not least is the special box here. Now this is something I know hardly anyone has. A few people may have it, but if you have one of these, leave a message in the comments saying you do, or anything, just message me or whatever. But this is a really cool piece. I got it at one of my local pawn shops. I know a guy that works there, and he is really cool. I've known him for quite a long time, and this was his for quite a while. And I paid him $100 for it. Came with the case and everything. So tell me what you guys think once I show you what's inside. Alright, here we go. It is a spice orange Japanese Nintendo GameCube with 2 official Nintendo brand matching controllers and both cords. And it has pockets up here in the case for extra games and memory cards. And then here is the unit itself. It is in really good condition. It's hardly been played with. It is really, really clean. And it is set up right now to play American games. So I could just hook this up like my normal one right now, like a normal American one. I could just play Mario Party or Mario Kart or whatever. So yeah, this was the special box that I wanted to show you guys, and that pretty much wraps up all the consoles. So that pretty much wraps up my video game console video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, especially seeing that orange Nintendo GameCube. My next video to come up later on will be my first video game finds video, which will be episode 4. So stay tuned for that. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out. I appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll see you later.